You could have chosen a college that was more luxurious. You could have chosen a college with new furnishings in the dormitories. You could have chosen a college that had hangers where you could hang your clothes. You could have chosen a college more fashionable. You could have chosen a college with prettier dormitory rooms. You couldn't have chosen a college with prettier girls in those dormitory rooms, I'm never sure. You could have chosen a college with air-conditioned rooms. You could have chosen a college with intercollegiate athletics. You could have chosen a college with a faculty with more degrees. In fact, we have 3 of our faculty members who are college graduates. You could have chosen a college that's more popular. But you could not have chosen a college that wanted you more than we want you. The scene that you see today is history. It's history of victory for our kind of fundamentalism. It's history that all across this nation, fundamentalists want to get back to the old-time religion, the old-time convictions and standards that we once had. You could not have chosen a college who wanted you more. Every kind of emotion in the world floods through my mind and my heart at this moment. I want to shout. I want to take off my shoes and run up down the aisles and have a fit. I want to cry. I want to cry for joy. I want to cry for God's vindication. I want to cry because you're here, and I want to rejoice. You could have chosen a college with many, many things we do not have. We have no government support. We have no denominational support. All we do is barely pay the bills. You could not have chosen a college with a more dedicated or spiritual faculty or staff that's more dedicated. You could not have chosen a college with a faculty that wins as many souls as the faculty of Hyles College. You could not have chosen a college where you would become a better soul winner than you will become at Hyles College. You could not have chosen a college with a preacher who will love you more and who will long for the best for your life any more than I do. There are several things that are my goals for you. I want every one of you, when you go home for Christmas, I want your mother to be loved more by you than she was when you left. I want for your preacher to feel like he's somebody special. This college is not to take the place of your church. First Baptist Church of Hammond is not to take the place of your church. And Brother Hyles is not to take the place of your preacher. But then I have a goal for you and this is the big goal, for you to live in and do the will of God for your life. It may be that you'll go 4 years here, and I will never get to shake your hand. I hope that's not true. It may be that I'll just be the fellow who preaches on Sunday morning and Sunday night and Wednesday on chapel. But you haven't got the foggiest idea how much I think about you. Many a tear has rolled down my cheek this week. In the last 2 weeks when our work scholarship girls came early. It's the toughest time, you folks that just got here, it's the toughest time of your life. It really is. I always spend a little while remembering the first night I was away from home. I went in the Army. World War II was on. First night of my life, I was away from home. I spent on a train, didn't know where I was going. They didn't tell us where we were going to go. We went to Fort Sam Houston, Texas, and it was hot, 107 degrees. And so the sergeant said, "Fellas, don't go home." And I decided to stay. And I've always been glad I did. But it's tough. It really is. I mean, this is a lot of people here. But I promise you this, if you'll stay, you'll learn to love us. So hang in there. I know it's hot, and I know you're homesick, and I know there are 100 reasons why you want to go home to Mommy. But don't go home to Mommy. Mommy called me and said she don't want you home. And so you stay here where you're loved and where you're wanted and so forth. God bless you. Have a wonderful year. There's no way for those of us who leave this institution to tell you what today means to us. There's no way at all. I'll say it again. You could find more beautiful dorms, more fashionable buildings, more intercollegiate athletics, more degreed faculty, and more popular school. But you could not have chosen a school where you're more welcome and you'll be more loved.